Welcome back, Arcanist Armory fans, to episode 38. We had our Valentine's cameo last week with Aphrodite and the lovable trickster Cupid, who has just recently stopped being hung upside down by his arms, as the piece of paper that he was given, which had an appearance of a gilded invitation that no one took the time to read, is now safely stowed in Bouge's bag, surrounded in burlap. The group has received a arcane converter in order to use the square with a metal interior, the Floppy, according to Mozilla, to determine what edge the edgelord has sent them. Upon returning to Town Square, you find Mozilla still there, Aphrodite still there. You do not find Tamira or Grenadier.
Need to pick up.
Okay.
What are we doing with Lizzie?
Lizzie was disabled for the day.
For the day.
Anyway.
Okay. I think we got your converter thing.
I'll go check on Lizzie and then I'll head back there.
Hand the converter to Mozilla.
Oh, yeah. That should do it. He takes the little dangly cord string thing and places it in the back of his rock tablet. It makes a horrible whirring and screeching sound. And then a little slot at one side of the cube opens. He takes the square. He takes the square and places it inside the cube, at which point the cube appears to consume the square. There is another screeching, whirring sound. And he says, "Oh, well, that's where Susan is." One moment. Downloading. Man, usually this only takes seconds. This is old tech edge. Well.
What are you downloading?
Oh, Susan should be back here sometime soon.
Okay.
Soon is relative for mortals, I suppose. Let's see. It says it'll be 3/5/37 recently. You maybe go find that changeling friend of yours and well.
Okay.
I didn't say I was gonna head over there.
You headed back to the. You said you headed back to the tavern.
Yeah.
And we left you at the archivist.
Okay.
So
Well,
we'll head
let's be at
over.
the tavern.
Okay. We'll wander over to the archivist. We see her along the as we're going.
I did
Towards
mention I would
archivist.
probably check on Lizzie and then.
Since the tavern's on the way.
You see on the way, you do not see her, but you do see some stable hands that are fetching straw and a small rabbit
Okay.
towards the
Happy
stable.
Lizard is a happy stable man.
I mean, Bouge knows that Lizzie got dropped off there, so he's not going to think that's anything. He'll walk to the archivist, see if they're.
Oh, hello, friends. I haven't seen you for a while either. Your friend was here earlier.
Oh, good. Did she get her spell book?
Oh, yes. The weird love book. Yeah, she has it.
Oh, that could be. That sounds more Susan's speed.
Yeah, I think Susan might enjoy it.
Cool.
I think she went to Joe's house.
Oh, can you give us a map or directions to Joe's house?
Yeah, that chapel that you went to before. I think you said that Pan sent you on a mission from there. Well, the one that I went and helped you on. Well, from there it's 4 seas and 4 hollers and a sea to the left.
So you go 4 hollers straight and then a sea to the left.
No, you go to the left. You're 4 hollers and then a sea, and then you're at John's house. Well, it was John's house at least 200 years ago. I haven't seen him since, but
Okay, thanks. Go walk back to the deities in the center of town.
That's what I'm gonna do. So otherwise I'm gonna try and guess where you are.
Otherwise, they'll tell you where we went. And then we went to John's house.
I'm just hanging out here. I'm assuming we make it without incident.
To the center of town.
Yes.
Yes.
You never know.
Do both of us get there about the same time?
Yes. You left at about the right time to show up at about the right time. You walk up right as Mozilla says 98, 99.
Download failed.
99 still. Finally, he pushes on the screen with the end of his nicely shining claw, and there is a wavery image for a moment, and then Susan materializes under the tablet. Mozilla turns to her and said, "This would have been much easier if you chose my domain as your default."
I just make a rude gesture and turn my back to her.
Susan, you must do.
Atta girl.
That's right.
Out of curiosity,
Whatever.
where did she go?
Oh, well, I mean, you did receive this singing telegram from Edgelord,
Oh
so
yeah, Aphrodite room.
Aphrodite, looking rather disappointed in the fruits of her delivered message, turns to leave.
Won't be the first time. It won't be the last.
We're good at disappointing gods.
She takes a step and vanishes, and Cupid looks up and says, "Wait, there goes my ride."
Sorry, can't help you.
You're stuck here too.
Can't even do anything until spring.
We can get you that far. We can get you.
Once we open the door,
We
can
might
we
be able
close
to-
it again? Do we know this?
It works
You
once a year.
I don't understand spring for a year.
you did find that once the door was open, it stayed open as the season changed, because you found that out when you closed.
That's fair.
When Boosh did the card pull.
So yeah, he just
So hypothetically, you could extrapolate, and if you can open the door in spring,
he can go out and we can just change it.
which may or may not still be broken.
Boosh may have done a new thing.
You can't open the door in spring.
Wasn't rude.
Then you could hypothetically keep the door
Yeah, that
open.
Boosh's suggestion.
It might be a little bit more of a safety hazard. You might need to guard it through the season changes, but
And spring's next.
I mean, hypothetically, you could just reopen it behind you during winter and go the whole year with the door open, but
Scabberty.
Yeah.
She has a whole year to plan now.
Sounds like a bad idea as long as we keep the door open.
Yeah.
anyone that's worried about Scabatha can make an Arcana check.
I don't even know. It's got-
Natural 20 plus 7.
Okay. That is also true.
What?
She has no idea who's got
I know.
it.
Oh,
No idea
um,
what's going
We'll
on.
catch you up in a minute. I'm happy you're back though.
She's been missing for approximately half a year. But
Me too.
This tracks.
That's what it
You got it
says.
27. I got 4.
so you having seen Tabitha cast back to fall and knowing she is not allowed to reach winter, you figure that you won't find her in spring or summer either,
Yeah.
because her curse is trapping her in a season in the outer world.
Okay.
Okay.
So at least Scabatha will not be a problem during spring or summer.
Not true.
Would there be other problems?
You could ask the Lord of the Season.
Which one?
Is there anybody that is banned from staying here that might try to?
I mean, you haven't got in yet, so
We'll have to-
you right now you only have access to Mozilla.
Yeah,
Well, he might know something.
he might. Are there other beings like Scabatha that can't go in the season or trapped in the seasons?
Cause she's nasty.
Yes, she's a piece of work.
Wait, who?
Oh,
Yeah, we met
There
her.
was this really weird lady that ran in that she can go like big and small, and she
There was
hits
a
hard.
There was a weird drinking lady
Also,
that
who's
tried.
that
Oh, this
Which
is my
guy?
new companion.
Oh yeah,
This is Grenier.
she got a new companion. This is Cupid.
guy? Oh, hi.
Yeah, we obviously failed in getting to Autumn.
This is
I
Cupid.
think you're caught up. Leslie's at the tavern, by the way.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, this is taking too long. Mozilla pulls out what appears to be a short rod, throws it at Tamira. Do you try to dodge? Do you try to catch it?
I'll try and catch it.
Okay, you are successful in catching it. It embeds in your palm.
Yay.
Take
Whatever.
1 point of piercing damage.
Whatever.
And you feel something being drained from you.
Yay.
And that's why you don't trust the gods.
Take 4 points of lightning damage.
Thanks.
And the object comes free from your hand. You can't even see where it entered.
What the crap, man?
It floats back to him. He inserts it in the back of his tablet right next to the converter. And in much less time than suddenly you find yourself full of memories that you don't remember having.
Get out of my head.
Mozilla, not me.
And you know who Scabatha is, as well as Grenier. You have
Weird
been
shortcut.
you have been caught up 6 months of memories. Go ahead and roll a d8. Yes.
Yeah.
As your mind is assaulted with 6 full months of memories, your mind is
Oh yeah.
your mind is overloaded. You do take couple of points of fatigue. No fatigue. Couple of points of psychic damage as your mind catches up. But okay.
You have weird toys.
Well,
This is Mozilla.
This is why I don't trust the gods.
That's my line.
Alright. So
This
normally
is why
I'd be
if
all
you can't drink it. Then
normally I'd be all supportive and stuff, but I actually need to get back into contact with Pan. I didn't have enough time to discuss what was happening before he vanished.
My bad.
So make sure you make it to at least spring, ideally the right time, but whatever.
About that. The door's a little broken.
Oh yeah, Arcanist, do you want to shut the door?
So Artemilius pulls out the key and the door appears in front of the group. Winter is glowing. The spring is still notched in. And summer and fall are just normal.
Don't suppose you can fix that.
I'm more of a Windows guy.
Right.
So his specialty is doors.
Oh.
Linus.
I think that's actually Janice. I haven't seen him in ages, but
Oh yeah, Janice.
I don't like Janice.
he's a little bit too strict and orderly for me. I avoid him at all costs.
So we definitely can't get out at spring. Because then we're screwed.
Is this guy coming with us? I just should keep it.
I
He
don't know
said
about that
he said
one.
he's stuck here till spring.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you
bye.
might want to get Lizzie unless you want a year worth of charge on your card. Your tab.
I'm gonna go get my lizard. Stay here.
Having walked-
the food bot, Ardmiller is rescued and Tamir has been taken care of.
By the way, quick note that you would have noticed while walking through the market, you would have seen that even though it's out of season, there appeared to be much less food than you would expect.
Oh yeah, we screwed that up.
How did we screw that up?
We just went grilled seeds.
And we also broke spring.
We broke spring. That's probably what the problem is.
You broke spring and cut fall short. So, so the harvest was not great last year.
Oh, we're
Neither.
not saying anything about a magic door.
Well,
Okay.
we don't, it's okay.
Do what you will with the information, but but it does not appear that the town is faring quite as well as it would. Although Artemilius does know that even the year before, the turnip harvest was rather poor.
How long ago was he here?
Well,
Artemilius.
so Artemilius has been by Wolfstall approximately 2 months. However, he has assisted Father Christmas twice. You know?
I have a feeling that's a correlation. That's not a just correlation.
Anyway. Okay.
Lizard.
So you go get your lizard.
Yeah.
Get down the snuggly duckling.
Okay.
Oh, it must be approaching nighttime.
Is it? I don't know.
Well, if
Is it
if it's at the snuggly duckling, then it's
I think
approaching
it's a
nighttime.
swanky right now.
That's what you said it was.
It was the swanky duckling when they.
Oh,
Just
it was
swanky
swanky
duckling.
duckling. Sorry.
And I need my lizard back.
Yeah, I think she just dropped it off like 10 minutes ago. So
No charge.
yeah, we'll count it good. You're usually good for your bills. We'll not bill you for.
Thank you. Considering I didn't even put my lizard here.
And I figured your friend acted with your authority, but since we're not charging you, we won't quibble about it.
Since I had no say in the matter, we will quibble at it.
I think you need a drink, Grumblebeard hand pulls out a brandy and passes it over.
Thank you.
Thanks for not taking another mug. Mine don't survive very well in your possession.
To be fair, he deserved to be hit with it. I'm sorry she ruined the last time. She had any booze with that.
Sure.
Don't know what boost it deserves.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I just remember that happened.
Anyway,
Okay.
you prevented her from violence.
Alright.
Oh. Okay. Anyway.
So, what would you like to do? It is still about 2 p.m.
But it's been a year.
Yes, everything you have is refreshed up to this point, other than what happened today.
Yeah.
Including spell slots?
Yes,
Spell slots are just. I think the only.
up
time
until today.
I think the only spell slots we used were fighting Scab.
So I think we have them on.
But those were in fall. So
Yeah.
did those update?
Would that count as a rest?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna take
Okay.
a short rest then.
Short rest won't refresh your spell slots. That's we haven't taken any damage.
I
since
did,
yet.
so I'll just have to remember to take 5, I think.
You
Yeah,
and you have
for
both
your-
taken damage.
Mhm.
And I've used 2 of my 3rd level spell slots.
And Artemilius is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing's happened. to
Here
Artemis.
would have
And
also.
Cupid is disgruntled. There is.
I think we broke spring, so sorry, Cupid. You might just have to wait.
Can we get me out of the cold?
There's a tavern over there.
I can get you.
You have money.
If you want to come with us to fall.
That's at least better.
If you want to come-
Yeah, we get to go play cards.
Goody.
yeah.
I haven't played cards with the boys
Wait,
since.
before we go, will you please make a save point with Mozilla?
I don't think I have one either.
Boosh, fix it.
Didn't they say
We
it?
pushed all the buttons.
No, you should redo it again after he got fixed.
The bullshit, yes and no, and then they didn't go back in after he.
That
after
sounds
he
like a
got
great
reset.
idea. You should definitely choose my domain as your default.
Do you want to get lost again? Susan.
I still don't like
Is he better than Edgelord?
it. That's what left me alone at least.
He gave you fun toys. Is there anyone else that does not have a save point with you?
Upon saying fine, you see a very official looking box of text appear in front of you in thin air that takes up all of your vision. Lots of words that make absolutely no sense. It looks like they're probably in Fiendish. Not infernal, but and there is a little box at the bottom. And then there is a I agree that is grayed out. So
What will Susan do?
What?
What will Susan do?
What does this mean?
oh
Don't lie to me.
you know I can't do that.
Don't half truth me, Faye. I know.
No, you tricksy face.
Well, that's the terms and conditions for returning to my domain once it's been rejected the first time.
What does it do?
Well, if you push that box there, it'll highlight the other one and you can push it.
And then you'll be able to reset to his.
What are your terms and conditions?
Those.
Speak them in plain common or Sylvan if you want.
Make let's make a wisdom save.
Wow, okay. That was an 8.
Okay, you immediately feel your eyes begin to droop as he lists each and every word from what appears to be a 36-page contract.
Whatever.
I'm just gonna
I'll just
thumb
click
through this
box.
book while he's talking.
Whatever. I'll just-
Go look through my book because it's
Okay,
gonna take a bit.
Because you required him to read every word, you attempt to push the button and it does nothing. You find yourself drooping off to sleep. Approximately half an hour later, you wake with your eyes very heavy, and the box is now clickable again.
Oh, are you done now?
And now you have the highlighted. Would you like to accept Mozilla's domain as your default?
Yes.
Okay. The box disappears, and you just happen to have a strong feeling that you now have a glowing picture next to Chimera's and Artemilies.
Boosh not.
Which does not.
Is there anyone else that does not have save points?
I don't know.
Well, Bouge is not currently set to any domain
That's fun.
because he accepted mine and then took
Broke
it off without.
And it broke it.
Can we fix it? I feel like this will be a lot easier. And we won't have to go find weird boxes.
We'll still have to find weird boxes.
It'll just be his boxes.
So Bouge, what do you say? Would you like to reset your default?
I'll just go this
Yeah.
Okay. A rather small window appears in front of you. That states in plain common. I, Bouge, accept the default domain of Mozilla as my only default.
Since I'm not set to, you just said I wasn't set to any other domain.
There is an asterisk at the bottom that you believe you could focus on if you really wanted to.
He's gonna look at it.
Okay, upon concentrating on the asterisk, there is a longer message that appears in a language you do not immediately recognize.
Boo. Trixie Faye.
Tell you.
How long does it seem to be?
Having heard him read all of her contract, it does not appear to be nearly as long as what was read to her.
Mozilla, what's this asterisk?
Oh, that's to denote that there's more information somewhere else.
Yeah, I focused on it and it came up with weird stuff.
Yeah, well, you see.
Don't let him con you.
Well, you see, Pan and I have a functional working relationship right now. So this allows you to have my domain selected while continuing to work for Pan.
Oh.
Oh.
Without the normal things like, catching on fire or whatnot. It's mostly good for you.
What are the bad parts?
Well,
The paperwork.
you may have come into problems if you find yourself in the service of an entity other than Pan or I. The asterisk is there. Normally I wouldn't let someone in my domain work for Pan, but we already have things worked out as far as you go.
Oh, okay.
But you may not want to pick up too many other divine errands while housed under my domain.
Does that go for them too?
No.
Nah.
They took the easy method. When you're actually in my domain, it's easy to set a default.
I see.
Did ask if you were sure.
Okay, whatever.
So
Like,
agree, accept, okay. And that is done. His tablet disappears.
Don't really care about it.
Let's see. I would love to help you all, but I really can't think of anything I can do with this more for you.
is this Mozilla?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel
Well-
like when you say I would love to help you all, that's like help you like a kick in the pants.
No, I actually like most of you.
He doesn't like me because I break things.
I don't think you're the problem.
Oh, wait, somebody else broke me. Anyway, I guess if we're doing this, let's do this.
Okay.
Actually. Not 30.
Okay, we will see you next week for episode 39, The Arcanist Adventures.